deserve it.
They do.
Cause
New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. Oh!
We're starting. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. I'm Steve Trezza.
I'm Devin Burke.
I'm Joe G.
And we've got a lot to talk about. As always, we are back after a week of not being here.
Yeah, because you're always going on another family adventure.
How many family members do you have that celebrate things?
Yeah,
Seriously.
how many birthdays? How many barbecues? How many?
Actually, in 2 weeks, we're gonna be off again in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, you're the worst!
Alright, it's the summer. I have things to do.
Screw that, I'm taking over.
But anyway, we're gonna talk about. Scott's still not here. We're gonna talk about.
Damn it, Scott!
Game of
Yes,
Thrones.
Scott.
We're gonna talk about Preacher, and then we have a lot of discussion. We got some Justice League,
And
some
then
DC,
everyone's favorite.
and everyone's favorite, Awesome Relate.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can hear me because we did have a little bit of a microphone issue before, but I think we're fine. Devin, if you can confirm.
He is
Yep.
trying.
I hear that's fine.
It's we sound fine. So cool. All right, so let's get. How was your guys' week? It's been
2 weeks, you mean?
How was
Yeah.
you guys 2 weeks?
No, it wasn't 2 weeks, it was just 1 week.
No,
it was 2 weeks.
We weren't here last week,
Yeah, so it's
2
been a
weeks.
week.
so it's been 2 weeks since we've been here.
Oh, like this week too?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't matter.
That does matter. It's like 14 days.
We had a good Game of Thrones episode.
2.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
We didn't.
Yes, we
And the
did.
last
No,
one
we
before
did
wasn't
not.
good
Yes,
either.
we did.
No.
They're
Fuck.
just big random.
How does
Fuck
Arya...
This guy.
How-
He's a piece of shit.
Hey,
I got him.
you can't throw down Jon Snow.
Oh, I can. Right now. Because how dare he lay a hand on my precious Ramsay Bolton.
Okay, we'll get into
The Giant Slayer.
We'll get into
Should we-
that.
hold on. Should we give it the theme song to Ramsay Bolton?
No, we should not.
When it comes to Game of Thrones times, you're right. When we talk about it.
All right, so we have no trailer talk. We
Because
have
nothing came out over like the past 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, E3 came out,
I think
and
like we got a new trailer for Kubo and the Two Strings, but it wasn't anything new, so it was kind of disappointing.
well,
Sure.
no. The funny thing about it is that it was a new trailer and it came out on Father's Day, and the tagline says like, "On this Father's Day, please see Kubo and the Two Strings."
it comes out in August.
Yeah, it comes out in August. Everyone's like, "What? It's out there." It's like, "Oh, it's not out. Why would you trick us? We wanted to see
I
it."
really want to see that movie.
I know, I do too, but. Then they trick us by saying, like, on Father's Day, see Kubo and the Two Strings, when it's feasibly impossible until Blu-ray by next year.
I just want
Okay,
to see
anyway,
what
let's get
we
into
wanted
the
to have a
discussion.
trailer talk.
And we're going to talk about the Justice League villain synopsis, which was released. And the villain was revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And it will also be a standalone movie that will have sequels.
It was Wolfmother, right? Right, it was Wolfmother.
Steppenwolf?
Wolfmother.
Born to be wild. Not that Steppenwolf.
Not that Steppenwolf. Probably a better Steppenwolf.
So here's the copy and paste synopsis. Fueled by his restored faith in humanity, inspired by Superman's selfless act, Bruce Wayne enlists the help of his newfound ally, Diana Prince, to face an even greater enemy. Together, Batman and Wonder Woman work quickly to find and recruit a team of metahumans to stand against this newly awakened threat. But despite the formation of this unprecedented League of Heroes, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash, it may already be too late to save the planet from an assault of catastrophic proportions.
So we're waiting on Superman to come back alive with his healing coma.
Yes.
With his new black suit, maybe.
You mean his healing coma?
Solar
Yes.
Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're waiting for whoever the 7th member is going to be.
Nope,
Marsh.
there is going to be no 7th member.
But you can't have that
Didn't
without...
they? Wasn't
Yeah, Unite the 7. Yeah, DC dropped the fucking ball on that because they're fucking DC.
Can I leave? I'm done with the podcast. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Fuck
How
the Justice
can
League
they do
movie
that?
already.
Like, Unite the 7 was the
you said
tagline.
exactly. Unite the 7, and they're not going to have 7.
No,
What's
don't
wrong-
worry,
And
guys.
it's going to be mostly 5 because Superman probably won't come back until
Until
the
the
That's
last 10
true.
minutes.
Yeah.
Which, think about it. Wait, guys. What's the name of that reporter that admires Clark Kent and Superman?
Jimmy Olsen?
Lois Lane.
7th member, Jimmy Olsen.
I'm sorry, Joe, but Jimmy Olsen actually died in Batman vs. Superman.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Olsen died.
He was the very first. You remember in the scene in the desert? That was Jimmy Olsen. Wasn't that great?
Fuck DC.
Yeah, they didn't even give him a name. They just
Scott,
made people
you're not
assume that
here.
was Jimmy
I
Olsen.
can talk shit about DC all I want now.
Yeah. Gump said that Justice League 2 is going to have Green Lantern. So unite the 7 for the second movie. Yeah.
But that's the thing. We're getting one, like, in order right now. It'll be Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, then Justice League, and then Justice League 2?
No,
Then
probably
we're gonna
Batman.
get a bunch
We
of-
already know we're getting Batman.
We're gonna get
Right.
Probably Green Lantern, hopefully.
We're gonna get a ton of shit.
No. Everyone's getting standalone films after Justice League.
Yeah, no, so Green Lantern after Justice League.
Oh, I thought no, after, like, Justice League 2.
No.
Oh, okay.
So. Okay, well, that was quick. So, let's get into Awesome or Lame.
Yay!
That's all
Yeah,
the discussion we had, wow.
That's all the discussion we had. I think we're going to have a very quick cast tonight.
And you said it was going to be long.
Although we do have to go over 2 episodes of Thrones and 2 episodes of Preacher.
True.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't... I guess we can do 2 episodes.
And questions. We always like doing
Yeah,
questions.
we always do questions, too. We'll take the audience's questions. Where last week we had... or 2 weeks ago, we got really philosophical on that.
Oh
no,
my
we
God,
got
we
sciencey. We didn't get philosophical.
Same shit.
No, it's not.
really.
Well, whatever. We got both.
You would not get an A in one of those classes, I can tell you.
Um,
Rocket ship, go to space. We're talking about how feelings matter.
okay. No, that's psychology.
That is psychology.
I don't fucking care.
You would fail that class also, apparently.
Alright,
I
Awesome
actually got
or
an A
Lame.
in 101.
Nice.
Yeah.
Artemis is coming to season 5 of Arrow. Devin! Is this awesome or is this lame?
Will this make Arrow good?
It could.
It could be good. Could be awesome.
Look at that awesome. Alright.
Joe!
Fucking lame! Because Arrow has already proven they can ruin anything it touches, so why not ruin her Artemis? I'm sure she'll have some cheesy drama backstory where, you know, she's been in love with Arrow this whole time and she views Felicity as a threat and then it'll be a bitch fight.
Well, maybe they'll kill Felicity and that'll be good.
Or maybe
What?
Felicity will become Artemis.
I was about to say,
That's
what
not
if-
can't happen.
I hope not. I mean, she was almost Oracle and that didn't happen.
Well, she was like supposed to be the Oracle, but
I know, then her legs got better.
Magically. Science magic.
Constantine.
I think that this is also lame. Because I think what Arrow should do is they should stop adding more heroes.
Actually, what they should do is we're going to tell you what they should do for Arrow in another video, right, Steve?
Cancel it.
Please like,
Like,
favorite, and subscribe our other videos.
I think that Arrow should stop adding new superheroes because on Arrow it's like everyone's a superhero and it's just lame. It's so lame and they just keep adding
What do you
more
mean? Felicity's
superheroes.
mom isn't a superhero
Bad.
yet.
So yeah, I'm gonna go lame on that one. Okay. So next, Hannibal Buress, cast in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
It's Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress.
As
That's how I pronounce his name, Hannibal Buress.
okay, as a villain. Joe, awesome or lame?
Alright, if anyone has not watched Hannibal Buress, like anything like
Of his stand-up comedy.
stand up, his roast, anything, I'm gonna say awesome. Just because he's gonna be the most like apathetic, doesn't give a fuck villain in the history
But
of
who would he
superhero
be?
movies.
Like, who would he be? I know some people were
I
theorizing he
have
may
no
be
idea who he
Carnage,
would be.
but I'm like, absolutely
no,
not.
he's not gonna be.
No,
I know,
he's-
that's
no,
what I'm
they
saying,
said
absolutely not.
someone else for that.
Oh, they did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
many rooms for
Okay,
Spider-Man.
so Hannibal Buress could play an apathetic and Rhino.
No.
No.
Mysterio. No.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
Mysterio? Maybe.
I can see Mysterio maybe.
Okay, Mysterio. Oh, what was that guy that like could throw like black holes and shit?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think his
From the
name was
cartoon.
like, was it Vortex?
No, it wasn't Vortex.
throw
Spot or
black
something.
holes?
Spot or something. It's something Spot, I think.
Ah.
But I don't know. Maybe like Scorpion.
Nah, Scorpion was more like drug
If they put him
overdose.
as Doc Ock, I will absolutely walk out of that movie theater right now.
No, I hope
Hey,
not.
Spider-Man, I'm Doc Ock.
No,
I'm
so
your
they put it as
professor.
Spider-Man, I just want you to know I'm probably the villain. I'm gonna take you down. But first, what's up?
Devin, awesome or lame, Hannibal Buress.
Look, I like Hannibal Buress. He's an amazing comedian, but as a villain, I
mean,
can see.
Paul Giamatti did a villain.
No, I know, but Paul Giamatti has like a lot of acting range. But but Paul Giamatti has a lot of acting range, and like Jim Carrey, like he played the Riddler in Batman, but he also has a lot of acting
Also,
range.
don't talk about that.
No, he's not that bad.
No, it wasn't his fault.
Wasn't good.
But what I'm
Anyway.
saying is that like comedians can be wide in acting ranges, but for
Jim Carrey
Hannibal,
played the Riddler like he should have played the Joker.
yeah, well, that's
Well, I
probably
think
what
they
it was
wanted,
dealt
maybe they
with.
wanted to do the Joker, and he's like, well, I'm just gonna...
Well, they did Two-Face the same way too, if you think
Well, no,
about
Tommy
it.
Lee Jones
Also
did that.
awful.
Tommy Lee Jones did that on his own.
Really?
Also awful.
The director was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm gonna play this like this because Jim Carrey's doing this." He's like, "Oh, all right."
So it's just like
I've read
everyone's a
Justin
joker
Bieber.
now. But anyway, for Hannibal Buress, I just don't see him like in a wider acting range. I'm sure he's been in other films, like maybe like a couple comedy movies, but I don't see him like acting serious, honestly, and I don't know what type of person he would be.
The evil professor that gives Peter Parker his first failing grade in chemistry.
That might be the greatest villain of all time. It's like, it's actual Homecoming. It's like, no, I was put in detention by the Professor Hannibal Buress. You shouldn't have gotten that D, Parker.
I'm gonna go.
I didn't even say what it was, but obviously I'm going with Lane, though.
I'm gonna go Liam just because they keep casting more villains. We've got him. We've got Michael Keaton. We've got.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
I thought Michael Keaton said no.
Apparently he's in.
Okay, and then we have the.
He's
other
the
one
actual
we're gonna bring up
Birdman.
later.
Too many villains.
Thank you, Sony.
But this is Marvel.
It's Marvel and Sony, yeah. I think they're actually trying to set up the Sinister Six.
How can you set the Sinister Six with our other awesome or lame topic, though? We'll find out.
That's just a rumor. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. We're not going to talk about that. Flash Season 3, Episode 1, titled Flashpoint. We saw that coming.
That makes sense.
Devin, awesome or lame?
Really? I mean, it's just kind of very mellow for me. I mean, I thought, like, of course it was going to be that. I mean, it was, no doubt, he changed history, so of course it was going to be called Flashpoint. So it doesn't really feel like awesome lame for me. It's just like, no shit, so I guess I'm awesome, but a very low-key tone.
So it's like...
Awesome?
Instead of like a high five, it's like that How I Met Your Mother episode where at the funeral and he's like, solemn low five.
Yeah.
Sure. Joe, awesome or lame?
Lame, because we're at season 3 of Flash, and we all know what happened to Arrow at season 3.
But also, season 2 of Flash did not follow in season 2 of Arrow's footsteps, where it was...
It had a decent ending.
Insanely better than season 1.
Because the writing has gotten progressively worse at CW, so...
Yeah.
But we did also have the Speed Force talking, and was sentient.
Hello, I am the Speed Force. How are you?
And that was directed by Kevin Smith.
That was like the Contact Speed Force.
I'm sure literally Kevin Smith was probably reading the script like...
No, just like, oh, Superman all over again.
I'm gonna go awesome because it's the Flashpoint Paradox, and yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? But I'm still saying that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can say one.
This is gonna be quick. We might want to stretch these out a bit.
Alright, talk as much as you want. Carnage.
There we go.
Spider-Man villain. Rumored to be in Spider-Man Homecoming. Rumored.
All right.
I got this
to
one
be in
first, right?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, it's his first.
Joe,
All right.
awesome or lame?
So first, do not let the shitstorm that I'm about to unleash on this idea negatively as something that I hate Carnage. I absolutely love Carnage. I love every variation of Carnage that's ever been in the comic books. I love him in the games he's been in. I loved him in the 1990s cartoon. This is fucking lame. Because we know one thing. Marvel's writing this movie. They will not allow themselves to write a movie that is rated R. I don't think they... No.
Well, look at Spider-Man cartoon series. They still put him in there.
They put him in there, but he was still sadistically crazy.
Yeah, they could do that still.
In PG-13, not the right way. How Deadpool was rated R because Deadpool's a rated R character. Carnage is a rated R character.
Agreed.
He, in an alternate universe, literally takes Gwen Stacy's body in front of Peter Parker's Spider-Man, rips her to fucking shreds before him, and taunts the shit out of him. We're not gonna see that Carnage. We're not gonna see the Carnage that
Could
is
you
just
imagine?
sadistically evil, homicidal, sociopathic fucking killer.
Hold on, let's pretend this is alternate universe or something like that, where maybe like 20 years down the line where we get another, Spider-Man reboot, and we actually get that Carnage and we see that in theaters. How would you feel, or how would you think people would feel if
I
they
would
actually
feel
saw...
amazing. I don't know how the future trend is going to be, starting with how our public is starting to view certain issues and things. But this is lame. It's already too many villains, like you said.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to ruin one of my favorite villains in Spider-Man because he's one of the actual A-list villains that Spider-Man fucking has.
He's one of Spider-Man's biggest threats, I believe.
Yeah. Both
Yeah.
Carnage and Venom. They're the A-listers. Everyone else is kind of like...
Well,
eh.
every-
Doc Ock.
Well, Doc is great, but when you compare them to other superheroes' villains, that's why Spider-Man has all the B-listers.
Yeah, like,
Venom and Carnage are like the only
like
two.
that is literally Joker to Batman. Those are the two, and they're basically exactly like Spider-Man, especially with Venom because he was part of Spider-Man beforehand.
And also, the other superheroes would honestly have trouble with Venom and Carnage, where they wouldn't probably have trouble with Doc Ock or Scorpion or Rhino.
That's true.
Those are the only two that could challenge even the Avengers. And I just don't want to see Cletus Cassidy's character not be what Cletus Cassidy is.
I agree 100%. Devin.
Okay.
Awesome or lame.
Here's what I think. I want to say awesome, but hold up. I know.
I'm about to shit on you right now.
No. Here's the thing. What if it's not Carnage, but it's first the serial killer himself first?
Cletus Cassidy.
Like Cletus Cassidy first.
The problem is the rumor...
And Peter is going after him first. Like, as that character first.
Because
like,
the symbiote
like
hasn't
just
shown himself.
Exactly. The symbiote hasn't shown himself, and he's just chasing like a normal criminal, and this is his first like major criminal he took down. That's how Spider-Man gets noticed.
I would like that better.
Yeah.
And I actually wouldn't mind that.
Because it's just it's just a backstory, like, serial killer on the loose. Like, that's all he needs, just that subtitle.
Yeah.
And he captures him. Like, maybe he gets, like, he pulls a knife on him, maybe he slices him up a bit in a knife fight, let's just say. But he captures him, puts him in prison, that's how Spider-Man gets recognized for this one...
But you already have two other villains in the movie.
But that's later on. I'm saying this would probably like be the first character he encounters with.
Introduce him.
You introduce him, but subtle.
In the beginning.
Exactly, very subtle. Just like with.
And that's like, comic book fans are not going to like that then.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it could be like later on. Like, you still might see him like coming down the roads or something like that, or like he'll get like released for some type of bullshit.
I get that, but we haven't been introduced. We don't know if the symbiote's active in this movie as of right now. So.
That's what I'm saying. But I'll be fine if it's the character, not
Cletus,
Carnage. Yeah. If it's Cletus, I'll be cool with it.
But then they'd be setting up Carnage.
And also, Spider-Man
which will be okay, because think about it. They can still write characters in, because this Spider-Man that we know, it's already existed. He's already established. He's already been in Civil War, obviously. So you can actually develop more time into the villains, into the story, into all that. Yes, you can get crowded with 3, because as we know, if you have 3 too many villains, it's bad. Two is feasible. 2 villains is feasible.
Especially if you combine them into one character. Iron Man 2, I'm looking at you.
But if you look at Dark Knight, they had Two-Face and Joker.
Yeah.
And Iron Man 2 had Justin Hammer.
Who
is actually a better villain than Whiplash.
Oh my, Whiplash. Don't you mean Crimson Dynamo? With his Mickey Rourke's terrible Russian accent.
I'm going to go lame just because you can't do a true Carnage. Just like Joe said, you can't do a true Carnage
in a PG, maybe PG-13.
That's why I say it would be awesome if it's just for Cletus.
Even Cletus is like Carnage, not even light.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that will make Spider-Man even more noticeable.
No, I get
like,
that.
Even more recognition as a true hero, not just a vigilante.
Even Cletus would deserve a rated R film because Cletus is a fucking homicidal sociopath. Carnage just brings those tendencies out stronger.
I don't like it. Leave Carnage out unless you're going to make it rated R. Hands down. That's
Marvel. Don't touch Carnage. Maybe let the people.
Whoa, wait! Didn't we cover in the last Nerdcast of like someone else being in Spider-Man? That was Danny Glover.
Yeah.
What if? No. Hold on. What I'm saying is that what if Danny Glover is Spider-Man's friend, gets kidnapped?
Spider-Man's friend Miles Morales.
No. But gets kidnapped by gets kidnapped by Cletus. And it's just subtly noted that Cletus killed him. And thus it creates like a little backlash to Spider-Man.
The only reason this happened is because...
It would be better.
Spider-Man's like director called out the actor from Better Call Saul, I forget his name, but he said, way to like pull off a Carnage, like, I think he'll like pull off a Carnage thing, and it's like, oh, Carnage, Spider-Man director, we're doing this.
It all happened because of a tweet.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's going to work or not, and I don't want it to work. I just want them to leave Carnage alone. Please and thank you. Bring Venom in if you want. He's fine. He's kooky enough to be in a PG-13 movie if you really want. I know he deserves a rated R movie, but
and not Topher Grace. No offense, Topher Grace. I know you're a good actor, but that was not a.
He's not that great.
I mean,
that 70s show was on point.
No, but
I do like that 70s show.
No, but what I'm saying is like I feel like that was a major miscast from him being
100%.
Andy Brack.
Everyone knew that was a miscast the moment it happened.
Yeah.
So someone's like, "You're not big." That was it. That's all people want. It's like, "You're not big."
Yeah. Spider-Man 3 is so bad. Okay, moving on. Bryan Cranston was cast as Zordon in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot.
Yeah.
Devin, awesome or lame?
All right, I'm gonna go awesome because I might go full nerd on this. Like even like stuff that you might not. I figure you might know. Obviously. All right, so
Maybe.
Bryan Cranston is probably the best idea that they would have done for Zordon. Because one, it's going to get actual like people in theaters because he's Bryan Cranston. Even people who like never want to watch Godzilla, they went in there for Bryan Cranston all of like, 15 minutes he was ever seen in there. So for him to be in Zordon, which is a character that's going to stay in there the longest, and we're going to see him a couple of times, it's going to be great. Also, if you guys did not know, Bryan Cranston was already in Power Rangers. Like, in the very start. He was voiced for, like, a couple of monsters, actually.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, they named a Power Ranger after him. Billy Cranston.
Ah, no way.
Yeah, that's Billy's whole, like, the character Billy, the Blue Ranger, that's his whole name after Bryan Cranston. Because the Saban knew he was going to be going places.
Okay.
So, they named him after that character as an homage to him.
Nice. What villains did he do?
He did Mirror Monster or Mirror Master? Like, he was something
Mirror
like
Master
that.
is a DC villain.
No, it is a DC villain.
He's a Flash villain.
It was Mirror something, but he controlled, by mirrors. He was like, I think like episode 5. Don't quote me on this, but he's definitely one of the earlier monsters faced. And then it was another lizard type monster, like more like episode like 16, 17. I want to feel like in the teens area. But he's been in a couple of them, like, kind of side characters. But those are the two that people really know him for.
Okay.
So I think it's totally awesome that Bryan Cranston is definitely on this.
Joe, awesome or lame, Bryan Cranston, Zordon.
Awesome, because I love Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, buddy.
I love Malcolm in the Middle. I like Breaking Bad.
Malcolm in the Middle is great.
I liked Godzilla. I like Trumbo. I've liked everything this man has touched. He has proven that he has probably the best range in Hollywood as of right now, next to Leo and DDL. But my two favorite. Praise be their name. But also because of the ridiculous memes that are coming out, where everybody has his face as Zordon, it's like, tell Rita Repulsa, I am the one who knocks.
Hold on. Wait. Joe, Alpha 5, Jesse. Yeah, science, bitch!
Yeah.
Aye.
More phenomenal, bitch. And also because I would love to see him be like, get me teenagers with attitude. And possibly a little bit on the fringe of the drug laws of this state where we are. I need them to spread around my blue meth.
He's still blue.
Alright, I'm going to also go awesome because, everyone loves Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? That's it?
No, everyone does love Bryan Cranston now. Like,
No, I
seriously.
know, but nothing for Power Rangers?
He played the best sitcom dad we've ever had.
It's true.
Whoever wrote this note also made a typo and typed in Mighty Methin Power Rangers. Or was that
I think that was Scott.
I think that was on purpose. Let's be real.
Mighty Methin Power Rangers. Alright.
Methamphetamines. Let's go.
No, Bryan Cranston's the man. And he should have been fucking Lex Luthor.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
I still go by this. Get the guy who played Heisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg, I gotcha. Just a simple typo. That's all that the email was, and everything was set in stone, and just had to deal with it.
Okay, last awesome or lame topic. Zack Snyder, Jeff Johns, working on a secret, rumored project to be an HBO Watchmen series. Joe.
I'm sorry, who is John Johns? Do you know?
Jeff Johns?
Jeff Johns, yes.
Jeff Johns, I believe he co-written Watchmen?
Oh, so he did that with Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder didn't write Watchmen.
Well, he directed
Zack Snyder
it, so.
directed Watchmen.
Was he a co-director? Was he the actual book writer?
No, he works for DC, I believe.
Oh.
Alright. Lame. Here's our reasoning.
Yeah, American comic book and television writer, yes. So.
When I went to go see Watchmen,
I remember my time.
I was very happy. Then I saw the movie, and I thought it was the best movie ever. And then, a month later, came down from my high horse. I watched it again in theaters. I didn't think it was that great the second time I watched it. I was like, this is too long. Some scenes were unneeded. I feel like these characters aren't as well done as they were in the comics, and I don't need to see this. I don't care, Zack Snyder, that you're making a Watchmen series. It doesn't interest me in the slightest because you've already made me not care about Watchmen because of that movie.
I think I like Watchmen a lot. I do think it's too long.
Yes.
I think it's definitely too long. and it drags at points. But I think it's very well done, and if you go from the book to the screen, I think it's outside of the end, some of the ending. I think it's almost like Sin City, where it like falls from the book right onto the screen. I think.
But we saw how that hurt Sin City.
Well, Sin City was fantastic. We don't talk about
the
Sin
second
City
one.
2. Sin City 2. Sin City 2 had took nothing from the comics. It took the one story at James Kilfor from the comics.
You know, it's funny.
It was the only one in the second movie that was somewhat good.
It's funny. I actually talked to one of my coworkers. They said like, man, I really wish they would like. We were talking about like comic book movies. It's like I really like Sin City. Like that was great. And then he's like, man, I wish they made a second one. I'm like, you know, they did last year, right? And he's like, what? No, they didn't. I'm like, no, they did. It's like, was it good? Well, if you didn't hear about it, like that's pretty much how it went. He's like, he never heard about it. There was no like trailers apparently, and it
was in theaters for like 2 weeks.
Exactly, so it was
like
that bad.
I saw it. I saw it the week it opened.
Man, that was like the Spirit, and I wanted the Spirit to be good.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Spirit.
Spirit was better apparently.
But anyway, we're talking about a Watchmen series.
Yes, you are.
So
Yeah.
Devin, Austin Berlin.
Do we know if it's gonna be live action or animated?
It's probably gonna be live action.
HBO hasn't done that much animated, I think.
But for this, you know, I mean, they've done
Zack
it.
Snyder has never done anything animated.
Yeah.
Animated.
But they made
300, I mean.
But they made a animated movie of Watchmen, which was just basically like comic book.
It was a motion comic.
Motion comic. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. If it's like something like that, maybe I'm kind of cool with the idea because that way you can do things that you wouldn't be able to do. You know,
it's gonna be live action.
If that's the thing. If it's live action, I want it to be like the before Watchmen, you know, like the Watchmen that took place in the 60s.
It's probably both, because there was rumors that it's going to be before Watchmen. That's the name of the recent comic arc that came out after Watchmen.
Okay, because see, that's the thing. Those characters were not really...
And there was rumors that there was going to be a movie that was going to be prequel to Watchmen that was going to be called Before Watchmen. I'm assuming if this show goes through, the show is going to be called Before Watchmen.
So we're going to see the comedian rape the... Okay, cool.
Maybe as a season finale.
Great.
Well, that's another thing. Are they bringing back the same actors? Because...
No, probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not saying for, like, the same roles, obviously, but I'm saying, like, you know, they put them in there for, you know, like, meh.
So are you going awesome or are you going lame?
I honestly, I want to go awesome because I feel like the movie did a poor job, you know, explaining each character. And Watchmen is one of those books it's a pretty big book that that goes through a whole story. And for a television show, maybe like 12 episodes if they're an hour long. Yeah, that'll be perfect because that way it'll actually develop characters, show everything. Because I remember when like we saw the movie, we saw it together, right? Midnight?
I think so.
When I fell?
Years and years ago, yeah.
Do you remember when I fell?
Is that when you fell?
That's when I fell.
Okay.
Yeah, long story for that one. But it was pretty bad. I fell on my head in the movie theaters because I jumped off the balcony. Don't ask me why. That was a whole other issue. But anyway, I was going, remember the scene when it brought up was the line thing Osius? Obastion? Like
Ozymandias?
That was, thank you. It was just there. Like just appeared in the scene that was in. Everyone's like, what's with this purple tiger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't
so
explain it.
Exactly. It was just there. It's like, okay, there's a purple tiger. Oh no.
Modified.
Exactly. So maybe in the show they can actually explain more of characters that we haven't seen. Maybe the birth of that tiger. You know, such things that like left plot holes in the film that actually could be established. Like kind of like a full redo, kind of like with Daredevil, let's say. Like I'll be okay with it. Like if it's done well, I'm okay. But since it's still Zack Snyder on board, that means it's only gonna be half good.
I'm just gonna go lame. I don't think it's needed. I really don't.
Agreed.
Watchmen hasn't been out in how long? It's not really that popular.
But same people said
the book is fantastic.
Same people said the same thing with Daredevil. Like he's not needed. No, we don't need.
Yeah,
him.
but Marvel's doing it. Everything Marvel's
But
doing is awesome.
I'm just saying though, it's not needed. But they still put him out there. Just
Marvel
same thing with
touched
Jessica
Ghost Rider.
Jones.
Let's never forget Marvel touched Ghost Rider.
No, they didn't.
Oh, Fox did touch Ghost Rider.
Fox touched Ghost Rider.
In a very unfortunate place.
Bad touch.
Yes.
Bad touch, Fox. Bad touch.
Definitely bad touch. All right, let's get into the reviews. So let's start with Preacher.
Okay.
So, Joe, take us through what happened on Preacher.
So episode 3. Now that at the end of episode 2, Preacher discovers pretty much, I can tell people what to do and they will do it. He tells a girl who has been in a coma for like the past couple of years, open her eyes, and all of a sudden she's sitting up and her eyes are fucking open. He's like, okay. So he goes to his best friend Cassidy, who is totally not a vampire. We'd never known that.
Totally not a vampire.
And he goes, all right, Cassidy, hop on one leg. And Cassidy's hopping on one leg. All right, now punch yourself. Punch yourself again. And they just keep going and going. He's like, oh my god, this is the greatest power ever. We can totally like rob banks and shit and get drugs. We should do drugs. And he's like, I'm a preacher. I should do drugs.
Cassidy's the best character of the whole show.
So Cassidy and Preacher now going through this whole thing of like, what the fuck is wrong with me? The angels once again try. Cassidy runs them over with a fucking van and goes, I killed you blokes before. What are you doing back? And they're like, well, you know, we're from heaven and we just want to take what's inside the preacher out of him. And he's like, I'll talk to him for you. Tulip does more tulipy things. She gets upset about stuff. Preacher discovers the man that he broke the arm of
in the first episode.
Derek. Derek corners him in the bathroom with a gun. He's like, I'm gonna shoot you. He's like, are you now? Stand down. Stands down. Put the gun in your mouth. Puts the gun in his mouth. Sit down. Sits down in the toilet. Unleash the safety. He's like, and Preacher at this point had just gotten news that he could essentially get revenge on the man that ruined his and Tulip's lives when they robbed a bank and accidentally killed the cop.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm gonna kill this man. And then he realizes exactly who he is. And he's like, put the gun down. And you can leave. And like, he leaves. Nothing happens. Only other big thing that really happened in episode 3 is the introduction of the character that you saw when we watched episode 4 today, which was Odin Kincannon, the man of like who runs the meat and power plant.
Okay.
Going into episode 4, I guess, right away, Preacher pretty much is trying to get more people enlisted into the faith. He's trying to really become the preacher that the town deserves. He's able to say, we get a little more insight into his past with his father and how he was treated and what was expected of him. We see Tulip start to stand up more for like women in Annville, Texas, because one girl unfortunately dies when she falls into a sinkhole.
Yeah, but side note, what's with this town that just treats death like a little brush of the hand?
Well, we've only really had 2 deaths, and one death happened in Florida because a man cut out his own heart and gave it to his mother. The other one was because a girl fell in a sinkhole while they were playing paintball hunting tag with guys.
what a fucking weird.
But Kincannon gets on his stand and he goes, men, don't be so reckless. Girls, just watch where you step at night.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's really it. And like Tulip's like, what the fuck? No punishment? We're not going to do anything? So she starts to get a little more active in the community about trying to incite, like, you know, at least rights for people and how people should be treated instead of just this backwards Texan thinking.
Mm-hmm. Which I really believe, like, this is super stereotype. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, this show really stereotypes the South, like, too much.
Because it's supposed to take place in the 90s when it, like, could be seen like that. But they moved it to modern times, and they have to find a medium between, and it's not really working that well.
Yeah, so
right now.
you kind of have to deal with, like, some of this stuff, which is, you know, a little off-putting. It's like, no one would ever think about that. But then if you think about, like, maybe stuff in the past, yeah, that's debatable, but still, it's, like, a little off-putting, I still feel like, especially with how, like, they just treat, like, you know, like, a person, you know, like, people who are, like, involved in that paintballing thing, like, it's just, like, you know, not even a slap on the hand, they're just like, don't do that. All right, bye. That was it.
Don't do that again.
And he's not even like a law enforcement. He's just the head of the meat and power.
Meat and power, like neither the police. Just
meat and power should go fucking hand in hand.
Just think a guy who owns Costco and he also like owns a power plant, like all you know, like
no, he owns a slaughterhouse and a power plant. It's
even
in the same
better,
area.
even better.
That's
just
his thing.
Just a guy just comes up to you like with the mic and says like, "Everyone stop doing this. Apparently, I am the law. Everyone be nice to each other. Have a good day." And that was it. Like, that was it. That was the punishment.
So, anyway, Preacher starts getting more involved with the public. He tries to and he tells Odin, like, I'm going to get you to come to church. You're going to be a Christian. And I bet you if you don't, you can take my daddy's land. And we finally cut. Cassidy tries to get, like, drugs out of the angels. Ends up getting accidentally almost killed by Tulip in her rage of rights.
Yeah. Trying to kill that same man that was chasing the one girl that she died. But she gets the room wrong and basically
kills Cassidy?
Yeah, by just hitting by hitting like a baton to him twice and makes him fall off a window.
And then there's glass jutting out of his fucking like he cut his artery. He's just bleeding out. He's like, just kiss me. Cassidy falls in love with Tulip. They're in the hospital. She's like, you need to help my friends. Like, where's your friend? She finally discovers that he's a fucking vampire because she's
or just something wrong with him.
At the blood bank, just drinking blood and whatever.
And he's like, better. It's like,
and Preacher finally just uses his power one last time.
So overall, what did you guys think of Preacher?
Each episode 3, really good. I thought it really fleshed out some more characters. Episode 4, we saw a little bit more of Tulip. Fine, Cassidy fine.
But the episode kind of slowed it down.
It slowed it
down. And I'm
down.
sorry that was the first episode you watched was a slow episode.
But I will say, at least we're getting some directive from heaven is coming down because of the end with the telephone.
Yeah.
Which is going to be, I hope episode 5
Yeah,
is gonna...
also remember, heaven actually has a telephone.
Jesus is calling.
Game of Thrones time. Let's go.
So, Game of Thrones, we had the Battle of the Bastards.
And before that...
Before that...
Was this, the only thing I can really remember, Arya's storyline ended.
And the Hound.
Thank God. And the Hound returned.
And killed...
thank God.
And Blackfish died.
Yeah, whatever.
And also, the Robin Hood characters came back, too.
The Robin Hood characters.
You know, the guy with the eye patch.
Oh, yeah.
I call them Robin Hood characters. That's all I remember them.
Did come back.
Oh, the Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get to see that episode. So
Oh, okay. They meet, of course, oh my God, we just said him, the Hound.
The Hound.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like...
Wait, you didn't see that episode?
I didn't see the episode. I didn't see where Arya kills the wife. But
Okay. Get this. Here's what I found a huge nitpick in that whole episode. When Arya is being chased, she already has a stab wound in her.
Did she actually have the stab wound or was it fake?
No, it was real. She was honestly dumb.
Why did they do that to her? Because
Yeah, because she was cocky. That was it.
No, she wasn't. She knew exactly what was gonna happen. She
didn't because she's still a child. So
That's
here's
no.
She's not still a child.
No.
I'm sorry, she's
so,
too
Joe,
much shit to
Joe. So here's what happens. She gets sewn up by the girl in the play. She finds her.
That's nice.
And then she gets killed by the assassin because she finds her. And then Arya runs, with a stone stab, trying runs, and she runs normal, runs fast. Then she falls down, flight of stairs, she starts bleeding again, but still manages to freaking escape. And then gets into her cave area where her sword is. And then the assassin chick is after her.
The waif.
I'm sorry, I forget her name because she's nameless.
She's just the waif.
But anyway, so she says, you better prepare yourself, and she does. And what Arya does, she takes the sword and cuts the candle, and she wins. She brings her face back to...
The candle goes out. She fights the way from the dark because she's had training because she doesn't have eyes.
Fucking bullshit.
The waif.
Well, no, the waif probably never lost her sight because the waif was a master assassin in the beginning.
But that's the thing. The waif is a master assassin, so you think she could attack in the dark?
They probably didn't.
She never attacked in the dark ever.
She never had
her
to.
for the dark. So Arya cuts the waif's face off, and puts the waif's face in the hall of faces.
And Jaqen's just okay with it.
Yeah, he is.
So Jaqen comes back, and he sees the newly whatever waif face on there.
Yeah, without any emotion, it's cool.
Yeah.
And sees Arya, and he's like, "What is the girl's name?" And she's like, "My name is Arya Stark, and I'm going home." And then Jaqen gives a side smirk, and she leaves.
Because
a lesson was learned.
Any male adult figure that comes across Arya just wants to take care of Arya. The Hound is just this little scamp, I'm gonna teach you so well.
I can't wait for them to meet.
I'm gonna bitch slap you in the face a little bit, but I'm gonna teach you. And Jaqen's just well, you saved my life, and I respect you, and I thank you for that. I'm gonna help you out. And then, even though he orders her dead, I think he was really hoping that the waif would die in the end.
That's what I kind of think, too.
And then when she's my name is Arya Stark, he's like, good for you. You know who you are.
I still find it feasibly impossible with Arya with those wounds to still kill the wave.
I understand, and I wish that was
and
the other
I just really think, especially with her, I'm going away. Surely nothing could happen that I ran away from this assassin association. Oh, hi, old lady that just talks to me for the first time.
Hi, old lady whose face I have seen in the Hall of Faces.
Exactly! But no, we all thought, she was pretending. I'm no, guys. I knew for a fact, no, it's just writers being dumb.
Yeah, because she should have been pretending, because she had known everything in advance. But no.
Anyway,
next episode.
To the good episode. Which, in that episode, Ramsay Bolt...
No! He lives! He lives.
He's now dog.
He is our child. He is alive. He was the sole savior of this show.
You will not touch of hair on this.
They both love Ramsay Bolton for some reason.
Excuse me, Ramsay, the Giant Slayer is how you
He
refer to him. From
killed 1-1, one-on-one.
Doggy dinner.
The Giant
Slayer.
Slayer.
The Stark Killer.
I'm so sad that 1-1 died.
I'm not.
So sad.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fuck Giants.
Ramsay Bolton.
I'm sorry, I love
team.
1-1.
Ramsay Bolton death aside. How awesome was that episode?
Oh my god. The beginning with Daenerys and the Masters and Tyrion just being like, now we made peace.
And just hear like boom, boom, boom. Surely there was a disagreement at some point. Kaboom. Like you just see Daenerys just like, I'm listening. I'm listening
and
out
the Masters
there.
are like, you will surrender, and then you see Drogon just flying in. It was like,
Torching the ships.
Not even torching the ships yet. Like he's just flying. He's like, you will surrender. Drogon lands. You see the Masters.
But that's the thing. Everyone forgets about the goddamn dragons.
Because here's the thing. They really believe they were chained up. They don't understand dragons can break out of
But
fucking chains.
yeah, I know. It's like,
Tyrion
whoa.
let them go.
No, but
He did, but they didn't know that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, they could get unchained. Did they not think of that option? It's like, oh, they're chained up. You know there's a thing called
they
keys.
knew their brothers.
Fuck! Keys! We're slaves! We forgot about the keys!
They were literally just like, oh, Big Brother's here. Time to go to work, boys.
Hunt, before
the
that...
Greyjoys showed up with ships.
And I'm hoping for a lesbian encounter between Daenerys and Liara.
We can always hope. But you forgot one thing. Grey Worm made a joke.
Grey Worm did.
Grey Worm did make a joke.
It's like, we will kill one master. Kills off two. I make joke.
He's like Splinter in Secrets of the Use. I made another funny.
I guess we can talk about it.
No, we don't have to yet because we can still talk about how amazing that the Master scene was great.
It was.
It really was. What else happened in that episode other than the Battle of the Bastards? I think something else happened that I'm forgetting, and I don't know what.
There was no Jaime.
We didn't see Tom into the crown. We didn't get any Bran.
There was no Cersei.
There was no Sam, no Cersei.
Battle of the Bastards. That's
Wow, yeah, and we had some Davos scenes by himself with him and the leader of the Wildlings.
Yes.
And they had the discussion about.
Oh, he found the stag.
Yeah, he found the stag.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna confront.
Yeah.
Melisandre this week, Sunday.
Yeah. So Melisandre might die.
I think he might kill her.
To be honest, I think Cersei might die.
I think Cersei might die too.
I don't want that to happen.
I hope that happens.
Why do you hope that?
I hate Cersei.
Sucks. That's
all that matters is that next week we all know.
I want Jaime to live and Cersei
we all know
to die.
that the now best character that unfortunately my friend Ramsay is dead, Podrick, is being trained by Bronn.
Yes, that's all I have left.
That is awesome.
I have Podrick left.
I have Podrick left and Bronn, and that's pretty much it in this fucking game.
I think Davos is my favorite character.
No, Davos has grown leaps and bounds from like just the smuggler to the commander of Stannis. I love him.
He was even kind of boring when he was in Stannis' army and whatever. But like now, he's just the man. I don't know. He's just awesome.
Because literally, he's the one that maneuvered the Mormonts to help Jon. He's the one that's like kind of done everything. Even like in the battle where he's like, "All right, shoot, fuck it, no, just fucking go. We're useless here." By the way, Ramsay Bolton, Ramsay the Giant Slayer, before he became the Giant Slayer, just kudos to you for not falling for that piece of shit's ploy right there. Be like, fight me one-on-one. It's like, no, you could probably kill me, and I know that, and I accept that, whatever. I know we can kill you.
Yeah.
And we will. And they should have won. Fuck Peter Baelish.
Yeah.
Fuck Sansa Stark. Fuck everything.
Littlefinger with the Knights of the Vale coming in.
That's Peter Baelish.
Out of nowhere.
That had not happened. We all knew it was going to happen, because we called Sansa writing the letter, we knew.
Well, it was either that or it was Blackfish's army. One of the
Blackfish
two.
is dead, though, so they can't.
Blackfish is dead, but the armies went out with
his
Jaime.
Army. Was it the Tullys?
No,
But Jaime's there right now.
Yeah, but Jaime could have just let them go.
No,
he wouldn't.
No. They're with them now.
I'm just saying. One or the other.
But anyway, we all knew Baelish was coming. Well, you know the Vale were coming, but
I still hate Littlefinger.
I loved the plan. Keep the bodies and then just circle around them and keep hedging them in.
Spartan technique.
It was very 300.
It was very 300.
Yeah.
And you literally just saw Jon like, I'm not gonna fall for any. Sansa's like, don't fall for any of his tricks.
Fell for his tricks.
Hold on.
She even called. He's gonna kill Rickon.
Serpentine.
Yeah, zigzag.
Serpentine.
Zigzag. Come on.
He deserved to die.
And Sansa called. It's like, he's gonna kill Rickon right in front of us. We know this is gonna happen. There's no point. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for his place. He plays people. We have him. No, you do not. This man's a fucking genius. A fucking sadistic, evil, sociopathic genius. I will miss him forever.
I was very upset to see one.
No, we're not.
Come on, I think we should.
No, it's one of them was great. He got through the Ramsey's like, well, fuck, they can't get through the castle. How do you forget about the fucking giant?
Yeah,
you saw him in the
the
battlefield.
only giant.
That's the thing. People forget about the dragons and they forgot about the giant. Like, do people forget about these creatures?
Those mythical creatures that aren't actually people.
It's like,
that are mythical.
Aren't there
creatures.
also those White Walkers coming? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, they're not coming. But anyway, at least he killed one. At least he got the final shot on 1-1. Because if there's one thing Ramsey is good at doing, it's being that asshole that just does something you don't like.
Yeah.
Even when he's in a shitty situation, he will come out on top somehow in some way. And he did so. And then once again, we're just going to go back to the possible lesbian relationship between Liara and Daenerys.
Well, one more thing. Stark flags on
Winterfell once again.
I said this to Joe. It's like, to sum up the whole episode, you just see like the flag, like Ramsey Bolton, and then you just change it. It's like there, the whole episode summed up in 5 minutes.
See what happens.
5 seconds.
But Stark flags in Winterfell.
Makes you feel good. Though Sansa, I don't know. I think she could turn a little.
Heel?
She's growing some balls.
She's growing balls, but she's becoming more conniving, and I don't know whether that's a good thing for Jon or a bad thing for Jon.
That's true. But I can't see her being actually evil.
No,
I can see her being manipulated.
I can see her being Baelish.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I can totally see her
Baelish.
I can see her totally becoming Cersei, basically.
I don't think so. I don't think she's that conniving.
I mean, she's already going to be sleeping with her uncle, so.
No, she's not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The girl's been through enough with Ramsay. Let's be real. By the way, just that scene between the Greyjoys and Daenerys where they're requesting aid, saying, our uncle's coming to kill us. We've brought you 100 ships. You have ships from the Masters. You are ready to set sail. Let's go do this. And she's like, well, what about us? Like, we both have had... she's like, I heard Greyjoy was a terrible ruler. Yes. And I'm sure your father was a great ruler, too.
Yeah.
I just love the back and forth between Liara and Daenerys, where Daenerys is like, what, are you going to offer your hand in marriage? Like, I'm up for whatever's actually come my way. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
And then she's like, Theon, don't you want to rule? He's like,
No.
I'm not good. I don't want this.
Wait, can Theon be a Norman Sully?
I guess he could.
Now he can, but I don't.
So, do you think next week we're going to get,
Daenerys leaving?
Yeah.
No.
Right? You don't think so?
No, because it's going to happen on
Is there only one season left?
Wait, no.
Or there's 2 seasons?
No, it will happen season 7.
Apparently 2
because
seasons left.
season 8 will be the White Walkers. Season 7 will be Daenerys invading Westeros, I think.
Yeah.
And then the White Walkers come in, and then everyone in Westeros is going to be like...
Daenerys...
Well, fuck this. We got to deal with these people.
Jon Snow literally going like Shepard did to the Council of Master. Like, I fucking told you.
Why does nobody listen to me?
Because you know nothing, Jon Snow.
The only thing, and I love the show, and I just love where it's at and everything, but the only thing that I dislike about the show separating from the books is I feel like it's become more predictable.
It has, and not only predictable in that, it's
because
just,
now it's a lot of fan service now.
And characters are starting to act unlike how the characters have been previously
Arya.
acting. Like Arya, she is very smart. We've seen that throughout the seasons. There's no way she'd be that stupid. I'm sorry. I get it if you want. No. The girl's been trained by assassins now. Mm-hmm. She's been around murderers her entire... for most of this time in her life right now. She's not that dumb to do whatever she did in the past 3 episodes. I'm sorry. She would know.
And I would feel Jon Snow would have been the same way, honestly.
Marjorie, I think, is the only character who has stayed true right now because we know that she's still working for House Tyrell in the end.
Is she, though? Because she may have been swayed. She actually looks like she was brainwashed
she gave that piece of paper to her grandmother.
Yeah, which is
signifying the sign of flowers. She's the only one, I think, still playing the game right now.
Unless, they completely forget about
it. Tommen is, just head over heels in love with Marjorie.
Well, Tommen just does whatever he does.
I can't wait until Tom, says, kill my mom.
And,
he's just doing anything to please his wife.
Exactly. And
he just wants to get the lady.
Marjorie's leading him along, and she's, right now, the only character still playing her and the Sparrow. Her and the Sparrow are the only two playing the game right now. Cersei's out of the game.
Yeah, fuck the Sparrow, though. He's probably my least favorite character in the entire series.
But he's amazing.
Yeah.
Because he's my least favorite character.
Exactly.
Because he's such a good actor that he makes me hate him.
Yeah.
But it's also because it's you have no authority. You just came and took it upon yourself to take authority, and Tom is just
because
you're the fucking king.
As everyone
Kill
said,
him.
Tommen, the joke between Tommen is, Well, John had the red wedding. I mean, Rob had the red wedding. Joffrey had the purple wedding. What's Tommen's? The beige wedding? Because he's a bland, nothing. He's a wallflower. He's shaped by what other people around him do. And, I mean, I would love to see him grow some balls, which he almost did, and then he just fell right back in place. So...
He does whatever Marjorie wants him to.
Marjorie, his mom,
and
anyone.
people.
The Sparrow?
Yeah, the Sparrow.
Whatever. If anyone with
Which we're going to get that story, though, this week, too. They got to wrap a lot of shit up.
I think maybe we could do theories about Game of Thrones.
We can also do it
We can do it after the season. Yeah. We can do it now.
For, season 7. I
think. We can definitely do it. We
had
Game of Theories last year. It was a big hit. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else about Thrones?
No, I'm pretty much thrown out.
Throwing it out. All right. That's all we have for you guys today. So we will be here next week, as we are here almost every Friday, but it's the summer, so we take some Fridays off.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be here next Friday with more. We'll have the Game of Thrones review out this week. Mm-hmm. We will have a Game of Theories out maybe in a week or so. We've got a Suicide Squad 5 comics you need to read coming out soon too, as well as other videos. So if you haven't already, please like, favorite, subscribe, check out all of our videos over on our channel. And I guess we'll see you guys over there, and we'll see you next week for our Cool Nerdcast. So this is Cool Nerd Show signing off.
See ya.